Fall fat loss contestants, what's up, guys? It's time to announce the winners. It's very exciting. This was an unbelievable competition. Before we get into the winners and who's taking home the money, I just want to say an awesome job to everyone who competed. This was one of the biggest contests we've ever done. As you're going to see, the numbers were very, very close. But across the board, just really some great results. Hopefully you guys are feeling good. No matter where you finished, hopefully you picked up some habits that you can carry forward. Again, we're going to help you guys along the way, kind of transition from the contest into normal life. Brian made that video for you. If you didn't see it, go back and check that video out that Brian made for you guys yesterday. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to email me. Real quick, I want to go over the math. So if you do have questions of how we figured out the numbers that we're going to talk about, I just wanted to show you, again, show you the formula we use to figure out the relative loss. And this is the number that we use, so it doesn't matter where you were when you started. Everyone's kind of on a level playing field. And so when you have your numbers, this is how we crunch them, if you were wondering. Really simple formula. We take your starting body fat percentage, subtract what you ended at, and that gives us your percentage lost. Once we have that percentage lost, we divide it by that original starting body fat, and that gives you the relative loss number. So when we're talking about percentages today, you're going to see some people are 20 or 30% or higher. That doesn't mean that they lost that many percent body fat. That's their relative loss. That is their percentage of their percent lost. Hopefully that makes sense. I made a little example for you to make sense. If you started at 30% body fat, you went to 25, that means you lost 5%. We take that 5, we divide it by the original 30, and that gives you about 16.6%, which we round up. So if you went from 30 to 25, your relative loss number would be 17. So that's how we do the math. Now, again, this was a partner challenge, so you're going to see all the teams were winning partners. We take your number and your partner's number, and we average them together, and that's the final results that you're going to see in a second here on the board. So if you have questions about the math, that's how we did it. Now let's get to the winners. All right, so here's the winners. Before we get, I have the winning teams all laid out for you guys. Remember, we had 3 categories. But before we get into the prize winners and who's taking home the money, just a couple of quick shout outs, and I want to give some individual awards out real quick. First, if you didn't know, the entire team at GFP, all the trainers and the front desk people, we were doing the competition amongst ourselves right with you guys. So we weighed in last week as well. Here's the final results from the team GFP contest. The winning team was Michelle and Scott. Their relative loss average was 20%. Kelly and myself finished second at 18.5, and Vanessa and Matt were the third place team, 17.5. A lot of people were asking about how the trainers did in the front desk. So those are the results from the contest within the GFP team. I just wanted to shout out a couple really awesome individuals. Let me move my tripod over here. The glare in here is really bad. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so real quick, just wanted to give a couple shout outs to some individuals. Again, this was not an individual contest, but there were some people that really shined in the contest, and I wanted to acknowledge them. So individual results, here's your top 5 men and top 5 women throughout the contest. And honestly, there were some really, really big time numbers. The #1 male was Paul Belmondo. He lost 52% of his body fat, went from over 18% down to below 9. Unbelievable job by Paul Belmondo. His brother Mike was second, got 22% loss. My man Vinny P came in with his sister, was a teammate with his sister. He lost 20% of his body fat. DJ Toft, one of the GFP originals, we trained DJ when he was in high school back in the day, came back for the competition with his dad and was able to drop 16% of his body fat. Awesome job by DJ. For the 5th place, we actually had a 3-way tie, losing 14%. Mike Emanuel, Big Tom Regan, and Casey Rust all lost 14%. So awesome job by all those guys. Just, again, sorry, no money or prizes, but just wanted to give you guys a shout out. We also had some women who absolutely crushed the competition. My girl Nina Leach, she crushed it. She was the 2nd overall. Besides Paul, Nina had 30% relative loss. Unbelievable job. She looks amazing. Great job, Nina. Camille C went down. I think she won a couple contests ago. Again, crushed it, 25%. Michelle S and Carol S, no relation, but they both happened to crush it, 24% loss. Heather Tan went down 20%, and Debbie Kleinbauer lost 19% of her body fat. So those are the top 5 individual women and the top 5 individual men. Now let's get to the money round. Now it's time to find out who takes home the prizes. Remember, we had 3 categories and $3,000 in prizes. So each winning team, you're taking home $1,000 for you and your teammate. You can break it up however you want. That's for you and your teammate to decide, but $3,000, each winning team gets $1,000 apiece. We recognized the top 3 teams in each category. There was the all men's division, we had a co-ed division, and we had an all women's division. Broke it up, again, some amazing numbers, but it's your relative loss with your partners averaged out. Here's how, check it out. Top 3 teams in the all men's division. So these are teams of 2 men. There was actually a tie. So the top 2 was really a tie for second place. Both of these teams ended up with 11.5 relative loss when we averaged them out. The teams were Dennis and DJ Toft and Mike Emanuel and Eric Shifton. So Dennis and DJ Toft are a father and son team. Again, DJ was one of our big winners. They absolutely did awesome, 11.5 loss. Mike and Eric, they are actually frat brothers, Wash U frat brothers, but had an amazing time. Eric was actually, it's not a weight loss contest, it's a fat loss competition, but my man Schiff was able to lose 31 pounds over 6 weeks. So by far the most weight loss, so unbelievable job by Schiff. Second place. But the winners, drum roll please, and if you saw the all men's division, the individual winners, you probably already guessed it, but Mike and Paul, they're brothers, and they killed it, an average of 37% loss. So $1,000 to the Babundo brothers for winning the all men's division. Okay, now on to the co-ed division. Again, congratulations to the Babundo brothers. This was the closest, one of the closest team competitions we've ever had. The difference between the first and second place team was 0.5% loss. We actually had to go back and have multiple people check the math. We did it a couple times, I promise. It's legit, but it was a very, very close competition in the co-ed division. But let's go top 3. So third place team, 11% loss, awesome job. New Providence finest, Alyssa and Casey Russ. You guys did an outstanding job. Combined average loss of 11% body fat. Congratulations to the Rusts. Again, one of the closest competitions we ever had. The number 2 finisher averaging 13.5% loss was Anne-Marie Quinn and Vinny P, a brother and sister team who came in and just did an amazing job. 13.5% average loss. And they were just squeaked out by the winners. The happy couple, Larissa and Pete, you guys finished at 14% to take home the $1,000. Larissa didn't think Pete could get it done. He shocked the world, 14% loss, $1,000 to Larissa and Pete. Congratulations, guys. The final division is the all women's division. So these are teams of 2 ladies. A very, very, very close competition. A lot of teams did really, really well in this one. This might have been the most heated division from top to bottom. So awesome job by all the ladies that were on those teams. Top 3 teams. A combined 17.5% loss was a mother and daughter team, Nina and Carrie. You guys did amazing. Again, Nina was the 2nd overall loser in the whole entire competition, but the team combined, just an outstanding job of that mother and daughter team, Nina and Carrie. Again, a very close race. Only 1% average separated the 2 with the winner and the 2nd place team. 2nd place, Debbie Kleinbauer and Carol Seuss. You guys lost 21.5% average body fat. Outstanding job. You guys came in and just did awesome. But you came up a little bit short to our winners. 22.5% lost in the win, the $1,000. Camille and Heather, 6 a.m. All-Stars came in. You guys always work hard. Awesome job. So $1,000 to the winning ladies. Again, guys, thank you so much for the competition. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you had a great time. If you have any questions or if you want to dispute my numbers, I'm happy to talk. Drop me an email. But thanks again and have a great day.